I'll now be explaining with two examples how source documents are translated to business transactions. So in the invoice chosen as an example over here, we can see that the customer is addressed to CAT PTE LTD, which is us, and that the biller is MedTech PTE LTD. We can also see over here in the terms and conditions that we have to pay within 30 days, which is how we know that it is a credit purchase. We have ordered 63 computers amounting to $600 each. So we have to take 600 times 63 in order to get $37,800, which is our total bill. We can also see that we have made this purchase on the 8th of March 2022. So we will be translating all of that to our general journal entry over here, where you can see that we have received inventory worthy of $37,800. As we sell, as CAT PT Ltd is a company that sells computers, computers are noted as inventories for us. And since this is a credit purchase, we will have to include that in our accounts payable for MedTech PT Ltd. Moving on, this is our second example chosen. Moving on to our second example, you can see over here that CAT PT Ltd is stated at the top of this invoice, which suggests that we are the one who is sending this invoice over to our customer, who is Bowman PT Ltd. It is also stated over here that the payment has to be done within 30 days, showing that this is a credit sale. It shows that we have sold 40 computers amounting to $1,000 each to Bowman PT Ltd, and that the cost of goods sold is $28,000. And we have made this sale on the 17th of March 2022. So now we'll be moving on to our business transaction over here. It is shown in our general journal entry that we have made a sale on 2022 March 17th. And as we sell computers, and this is a credit sale, we have to include accounts receivable Bowman PT Ltd in our entry. As he bought 40 computers amounting to $1,000 each, we will have to take 40 times 1,000, which we will get $40,000, which is where we get our debit and credit. Since they bought from us, this is also a sales revenue. It is stated over here that the cost of goods sold is $28,000. So we will be including that in our general entry as well. We have written over here that we have the cost of sales in this transaction is $28,000, which we will be debiting, and we will be crediting $28,000 worth of inventory.
Hi, I'm Ella, and I will be covering part B, which is to identify at least two accounting concepts or principles and explain how they were used in the project. So first off, I've identified the first concept, which is the objectivity concept. I have stuck to the objectivity concept as the accounting information that I have recorded, such as journal entries, is actually supported by the source documents shown in the project. And I had to refer to them in order to record the journal entries down. One example of the source document is shown in the picture on the left side. This way, the information recorded is accurate as it was supported by reliable and verifiable evidence, which will make the financial statements unbiased. Now, the second concept that I have recognized is the revenue recognition concept. I had actually recorded down sales revenue on income when CAT Private Limited had sold inventory or provided services to customers, whether they had made payment or whether they are an accounts receivable. For example, I have recorded the sale of computers bought by Bowman Private Limited, even though payment was not made yet. This can actually be seen in the picture on the right side, where it's an invoice showing that Bowman Private Limited had not made payment yet. However, I still did record it as sales revenue based on the concept. This revenue recognition concept is actually linked to other concepts such as the accrual basis of accounting concept. This is because the accrual basis of accounting concept is applied when business activities have occurred, no matter cash is paid or received, should be recorded in the accounting period. These accounting concepts will lead to a fair and accurate view of the business with the accounting information, which will actually let stakeholders such as investors to make reliable decisions for the company. And this is the end of my part. Thank you.
And moving on, I am Tan Xuan Ting and I will be doing my part of the presentation in which I'll identify and explain two key areas where the ABSS accounting software can be improved. The first one, it is the repetitive saving of files, which is actually extremely annoying. Why is that so? Because having to save our different updated files repetitively actually causes unnecessary zip files stored in our computers. What does this actually mean? And as you can see, the constant backup of the zip files causes this amount of zip folders to be updated in the course of me using my ABSS software, and it puts me at a disadvantage because I actually have very limited space on my computer, and I do experience some technical difficulties like lagging on the software because of that, and the disorganization in which I don't know what is the right or wrong data that I've done in these respective folders, and I will not be sure of where I have gone wrong. And so what can ABSS do about this? We can actually use saving features like autosave or such saving features like these to keep track of our progress rather than having the constant zip files to back it up for us. It is tools like this that actually incline us to want to use the application, such as Excel, where we use for our tutorial videos. And this saves us the hassle for the multiple files and is much more convenient for us. And the second one is actually having too many features, which causes this confusion notion concept. And again, why is that so? I understand that the software has been paid for us, but what if we were to seek out the best accounting application or software for us and chose ABSS, paying using our own money as students or accountants? And by finding out what we need, we actually have to find out first before investing with the software, picking up the right service packages. A similar example to this is that us students have to do bank reconciliation on Word document as told, then the software itself because it is not accessed to us. And in addition, my groupmates and I found it quite difficult to navigate around the app, even though tutorial videos have been given to us, which relates me to how ABSS can actually do a standardized tutorial video for us to navigate better about. I understand, and although Miss Sharon has done tutorial videos for us, well, what about the involving changes and the technicalities of the software? She will have to redo them over and over again to revise the new things that have been added to the software. And the working team of ABSS knows the software and should do the tutorial because they know how the application works in and out, in which that will be conveyed to us students. And a side suggestion is also to add a feedback inquiry form to keep track of the software strengths and weaknesses based on the growing updates that may be applied to ABSS. And this provides active feedback moving forward and make ABSS an easier and user-friendly application. And with that, I actually come to the end of my presentation. Thank you and goodbye.